So when did you know, like, that she was the one for you?
October 21st, 1975.
Jesus Christ, you know the fucking day?
Oh, yeah. Day of the game. We're sitting in a bar waiting for the game to start. And in walks this girl.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back at it again. We here live from Zoni Manor. It's your boy Neon June.
Yo, it's Briley
Zoni
Harris.
Sound. We back at it. I'm with my brother Briley. How you feeling,
Yo,
bro?
How
you feeling,
buddy?
bro?
It was good.
Man, it was crazy, bro. This gerbil, he bit the fucking Ethernet connection, man. And then he ran off with it, bro. It was crazy. We had to chase the fucking gerbil, like, all over the studio, man. It was really crazy experience. However, we caught that little nigga and we whipped his ass. But we back here. We happy to be back again. Episode 2 of the producer series. Once again, it's Zoni Sound. We got a really dope special guest lined up. One of our really close musical homies, a very, very regular collaborator for Zoni Sound. And, we just want to showcase the people that you may or may not have heard of in the area. He goes by the name of BRYN.BEATS, and we're going to tell him to unleash his mic and go ahead and say what's up to the people. Bryan, how you feeling, dog?
What's up? How y'all feeling?
Bro, it's good, bro. How you feeling, man?
Man, you already know, just keeping my head on straight during the Rona, man.
Yes, sir.
Staying out the way.
I got you.
Staying healthy. All of that.
Yeah, definitely, man. Well, we'd like to, thank you for being a part of episode 2 of the producer series, man. Definitely thank you for falling through, bro.
Man, definitely thank you for giving the opportunity out there, man. It's a big opportunity, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Seriously.
Of course. No doubt, man. Hey, let's get right into it, bro. How did you start making music, man?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, let's give the people a little bit of intro. We touched on a little bit. Bryan is the man behind All In House, musical collective, as well as Mixed Ancestry.
Yeah, man.
The
Family.
live band, exactly.
Yes,
live band, basically a full, complete production house, right here in Baltimore. And that's how we kind of met. Like I said, just playing different gigs with these guys. So how did you get started making music? That's something we definitely want to know.
Well, actually, this is like a really interesting story I don't get to tell often, but
Sure.
I really started getting into beats. There was a game on CartoonNetwork.com that Andre three stacks made that you had to basically, you got these loops or whatever, and you had to put them together on the. I don't know what the game is called anymore, but you had to put them together. And ever since I played that game, I was just enamored with like production and just being able to put songs together and just from there it just elevated and everything. But that's exactly where I got my start, was from Cartoon Network games that Andre 3000 made from Class of 3000. And I'm gonna stand on that 10 toes.
Hey. That's the air horn right there. Hey, shout out to Andre 3000. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Definitely shout out to 3 Stacks.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that joint was a crazy game. It was a serious game. Yeah, it was crazy. Like, that was innovative.
Nah, definitely. We're just switching up some things over here on our end. All right. So, so you mentioned that was kind of like your first foray into like the production side of things. How did you get started? Playing instruments? Cause I know we know you as the multi-instrumentalist.
Yeah.
You can really hop on
Man.
anything.
Man, playing instruments just was a thing where, you go to school and they tell you can only play one. So I was listening to those myths for a long time. Like, oh, you only got to play saxophone, blah, 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 or you only got to play baritone. I actually started out as a brass player. A lot of people don't know that. I was playing baritone in my band in high school and middle school. And I just started picking up the sax after that because I believed that, if I wanted to switch to something, I could.
Yeah.
And I just pretty much don't let people put me in a box. If I want to play guitar, I'll play it. If I want to play bass, I'll play it. If I want to play keys, I'll play it. You know what I mean? Just if I want to do it, I'm going to do it.
Word.
And that's just pretty much how I held that.
That's what's up.
Most stuff. Hey, that's what we love to hear. We love to hear. Like you said, man, you can't let nobody put you in a box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't let nobody tell you what you fitting to play. If you got some ideas for the keyboard, hop on there.
Hey.
You know what I mean? It's not like, especially if you're in the house by yourself on some producer shit, like,
cook it up.
You know what I mean? Like, who else is going to walk on the keys? You know what I mean?
Hey, it's the time
you playing the whole thing at that point. Yeah. It's time to experiment.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So, here's the question. This is the one that's burning for me. Who is MYKST Ancestry? Who is All In House? How are they different? How are they the same? Who do I go to? What gig do I need to go to MYKST Ancestry for versus All In House? Put us on. Let us know.
I got you. Well, All In House is more of, I'll start with All In House because that's the easiest.
Yes,
All In House is more of a place where we're just doing live sound and audio production. So if you need any help with your events, like you want to put speakers out, even if it's a baby shower or something, you want to have mics and a speaker and just have a better feel to your live events, you just hit All In House up for that and we'll get that settled for you. And if you're an artist, you can go to All In House and get some management services and also access to producers and a live band. Now, MYKST Ancestry, on the other hand, is just the band portion of All In House. It's all of us together, and we call it MYKST Ancestry because we're a bunch of guys from different walks of life, and we come together and we make a cohesive sound. And I actually, for the name of MYKST Ancestry, I actually looked into a book about jazz, and it was saying that jazz had a MYKST ancestry when it came to how it came about. So I was like, that's perfect for us because we have a MYKST ancestry about how we came to about. You know what I mean? And so we put that together. Exactly. Mixed backgrounds, mixed colors, different type of people coming together. And I think that's the most powerful part of music.
Hey, yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I definitely think that. Yeah.
Definitely. All right. We're gonna get into a little bit of the nits and grits and things right quick. DAW preferences. Where you at with it?
It's Ableton all the way.
Ableton all day.
It's Ableton all the way.
Let's go.
It's Ableton all the way.
Hey, let them know.
I started out a FL guy.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? I started out a FL guy, but Ableton's cohesiveness, what it can do for you, what it can do for your workflow. I'm sure all DAWs have a level of customizable things, but Ableton really takes the cake with being able to set from exactly the place where you want to start from. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have your drums already made out, like with my DAW, I already have my drums already set. When I start in, they're already gain staged and everything. So every time I start a beat, I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Out the gate, I'm already good. And shout outs to Briley because he definitely got me hip with that stuff. But he came over the house and got me. Yeah. And ever since then, it changed my life. For real. But I just went on and set my default to that.
Right,
so when I go in, my drums are already set at a level so that when I come in and set my keyboards or whatever other sounds I have going into it, I don't have to do too much work and I can just worry about creating. And that's the part that I really love about Ableton that allows you can do your groundwork at home, and then if you're on the road, just create.
Word. Hey, we want to give a shout out to Saxa Rose in the Twitch chat. Yes, sir. Friend of the show, Saxa Rose.
Definitely the homie. What's up, bro?
What's good? Whoa. I ain't got the air horn yet, bro. It's coming. Trust me, bro. It's coming. Yeah, so big shout out to Saxa Rose. Follow Saxa Rose at Saxa Rose Official on
definitely follow Saxa Rose.
Yes, sir. All right, so you mentioned Ableton definitely for the production side of things. And we
Yeah.
touched on a little bit. What do you like about Ableton for the live setting that you can't really get out of, I don't know, maybe a FL or a Pro Tools?
Well, for the live setting, I like that I can basically play any instrument that I want. Also, it has an arrangement feature, like if you have a push or something where you can play your track outs just through, you're not even have to automate. You don't even have to automate this stuff. You just basically clicking through your track outs from 1 to whatever you have, 4, 5, 6. You click that out and you can basically develop an intro to your song, a verse to your song, a chorus to your song, and an outro to your song. I'm just saying that in layman's terms for like a short version. Right. But when you hit that, your song will basically be moving part to part, and you could be sitting with an artist on a live performance and be looking like you're doing a lot when you're not. You know what I'm saying? Right. Not to say that you don't have to do a lot, but you could be really clued on and making sure that you're taking care of your artist, taking care of maybe some EQ things that you maybe need to clean up during the live performance, and auto-tune and all VSTs work seamlessly live. You can even, I haven't tried this yet, but you can even link it in with your lights and everything for your live shows. So it's like you have
that time code going, yeah.
Exactly, and your drummers can also link into have triggers, so they can have. I saw this down at the what's that venue in DC? Is the Songbird? Yes, yeah, it's been a minute. Songbird. I saw a drummer down there had his triggers, and he was starting the songs off of his triggers. Wow. Like he would play a certain thing, and the song would start based off of that.
Word. Okay.
And Ableton's really powerful with those type of things, and I think everybody should be taking advantage of that. And other DAWs also map themselves to Ableton. A lot of people don't know that. You can be using FL, and you can wire yourself directly into Ableton. That. You can use Logic and wire yourself directly into Ableton. Ableton isn't trying to step on your toes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The friend, Ableton, man.
Ableton is the friend.
And even speaking on Ableton and your use with it live, talking about your automated systems, talk about how much I've seen you use your push, and especially like I've seen you like play keys.
Hold on, say it again.
Nah, like play keys.
Say it again.
On, like he'll be saying
chords.
Like,
yeah, definitely. Because I mean, it makes it like bone-chillingly simple. You know what I mean? Word. Ableton gives you everything super simple at its most principled level. And if you understand the principle behind music, you'll always be okay. You know what I'm saying? All it simply does is present to you the formula for a whole, for a major scale. Then it presents you the formula for a minor scale, and you simply play on it. You know what I mean? Gotcha. A lot of these things that you still have to learn. You still have to learn your music theory. Like as much as things give you a shortcuts, you still have to learn your music theory. I can't stress that enough. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know where you are. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna, it's not gonna give you the key. You have to know what key you're in. You have to say, all right, I'm in B minor. I'm gonna play here. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to dial it up. It will let you be wrong. It will have you embarrassing yourself. It's been a few. I'll keep it transparent. It's been a few times the band was up there and we had a gig. We had to rush it, and you just trying to dial in your stuff, and next thing you know, you're playing B and F while everybody else is. You playing bass in F while everybody else is in E flat, and you looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? My bass player do-rag looking. My bass player do-rag looking at me like, come on, bro. You know that's not right.
Nah, that ain't it.
But after a while, you get the. Yeah, they definitely will. We keep it a buck in our band. If that ain't it, that ain't it.
hey, that's how you get it better though, right?
Supposed to do, man.
Yes, sir.
That's how you get better. You want friends that keep it honest with you. You want bandmates that keep it honest with you. You want producer guys that keep it honest with you.
Let them know.
Always.
Let them know. Speak on it.
Yeah.
All right. Couple more little just DAW related questions. All right. So you got a session. Hey, shout out to my man Jay Fonz, Jay Rockington in the building. Hey.
What's up?
Hey, you know what it is. Another friend of the show. Shout out to you, bro. Yes, sir.
It's shit like that.
All right, so You got the Ableton session pulled up, bro.
Yeah.
We just sent a virus over to your computer. You can only use 5 plugins on the entire session, vocals and the beats. What 5 are you going to, bro?
That's it.
What it is?
Oh man, that's easy. That's
Ooh,
easy. Okay,
All right.
you saying I can only use 5 instruments?
Yes, sir.
That's easy. That's easy. I work limited all the time for the
Hey.
whole session. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use most of Ableton's plug-in features, the things that they come with.
Yes, sir.
So Ableton has a mean EQ. Ableton has a stock EQ that works amazing. It's called EQ8. They also have an EQ3 that has lower parameters.
Yeah,
if you just want to like do some stuff on your drums, but I always dial into the EQ8 for my vocals, and it works just fine.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And then at most, I'll put something from the Waves bundle on there. At most, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, no. Then for my drums, I'll use the compression that they give you.
Okay. Which one? The drum bus?
The regular one or the glue?
Who?
Just fine. The drum bus works just fine.
Drum bus?
Okay.
Yes, drum bus works just fine. I like to mix my my kicks and my snares and my hi-hats all the way individual. But I would still be just using EQs. You know what I mean?
Right.
I use EQs, and then I'll put something on the master channel for me to affect my compression and everything, and that's about it. You know, now you don't need much. All you have to do is be mindful of where the placement of things are.
Gotcha.
You know, that was a big lesson that I've learned this past year is be mindful of where bass sits, be mindful of where your mid sit, where like piano and synth and things, and be mindful where your lead sit.
Valid.
And really make a triangle out of that, and don't overthink things just because you see some other guy throwing 85 ESTs, Omnisphere out the ass and shit. You don't need none of that. You don't need. Yeah, you can even get a regular keyboard that plugs directly into your interface and use those sounds. As long as you're getting audio, you can mix down. You know what I mean? You don't have to overreach. So I just use a little bit of compression, and I use a lot of EQ work, and I just make sure that I'm placing my stuff and separating them and giving them their own space in the song.
Gotcha.
That's the most important part.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to, of course, we want to play a little something for the people, right? But I want to get into your work with, excuse me if I'm mispronouncing his name, but FIDEL. How do you pronounce it?
Oh, it's KONDWANI FIDEL.
KONDWANI FIDEL? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For those who don't know, the prolific writer, poet, activist.
He's super
Baltimore.
dope.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You had the pleasure of you, as well as the rest of All In House, working really closely with him and constructing his soundscape, right? I wonder, what's different from, I guess, producing for like just a traditional rapper, just laying bars, than producing with a spoken word poet, and how did that come about?
During production, well, I'll start with how it came about. He was looking to do something bigger. He was already writing books. He already had those things moving and stuff, and he just wanted to make the natural next step for a poet. Rapping things and stuff like that started from poetry. If a lot of people don't know, poetry has been around for all of time, basically. And what we really did in that was we didn't try to force him to be anything that he wasn't. We tried to be like water around him and just be what he needed us to be. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even about us. It was just whatever he needed. That is the thing that we solved. You know what I'm saying? Whatever his vision was, we just put ourselves in our aim to complete that. We just wanted everything to sound like how he needed it to sound, so that he could be comfortable. Because he's not coming off as a traditional rapper, so he's not just looking to eat beats. You know what I'm saying? He's looking to vibe off of the sounds that he had, what he was writing about, the circumstance and things like that. Like, we just want to go deeper into that.
Yeah, see, working with KONDWANI and the rest of All In House, MYKST Ancestry, and the collective, how important is it to be conscious of, and even that goes back to what we were talking gear-wise with EQs and everything, setting up your space. When you're setting a space for a poet, a lot of times they flow and they're so free. How do you guys set that space and give him that room while still painting a picture and painting a vibe? Like,
yeah. Well, the main thing I'll tell a lot of guys, and it's going to sound really, really simple, is let him go first. You know what I mean? Like especially if it's someone, you know, just being transparent. If it's someone that's going to be a poet and they're not so much into the music side of it, you let them be a poet and then you paint around them. You know what I mean? It's almost like if you had a portrait of someone and you painted them, like you painted them first, you allowed their picture to be so, and then you place the background behind them. You know what I mean? It's like, you could start with the background, but you can also start with the picture of the person. Exactly. You know, it just depends on where you start at, you know? I think with starting with him was allowing him to start first, allowing him to lead and just being, you know, a lot of producers don't want to move into a place where they're submissive. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's like moving into a place where, it's like, yo, it's not about me, just whatever you need, bro. You know, like if this is what keys right here you want, boom, whatever, you know? And I gave my suggestions of, I'm not saying lay all the way down. I gave my suggestions where I needed to, but I allowed him to make his project.
Right.
You had to be of service.
Yeah, exactly. When artists come down and they have something in their head, you want to allow them to get it out. Right. And at the end, you can give some criticisms. At the end, you can say, hey man, next time let's aim for this. And at the, you know, but really try to, you know, and even work on humbling yourself and just allowing that artist to get their idea out. Like they can't do what you do already. So just allow them to, you know what I'm saying? Just allow them to get their idea out, you know?
Gotcha. All right, we're going to get into a little bit of it. This is going to be Gift of Gab off The Mud Was Made For Us. We're going to give him a little tiz-ace. You know? All
right. I'm listening.
Ace, I got you. Wanted us to be a tribe. Needed you for my survival, even in the afterlife, cause without you, I'ma die too. You're a Southern belle, a stranger to my land. I used to be a pack hitter, a native. We used to loom over Baltimore from the top floor of your loft. You admire the view, the beautiful building standing. I'm feeling sorrow for who's getting shot and robbed at the feet. This is where privilege and poverty meet. Some nights we argue about the major problems in the world. My city, never coming to an agreement because we come from different backgrounds. We chain the fuss in the backyard like rowdy pits and we get litty. And you point at your shirt and ask, can I take this off? Like we ain't been naked already. Like you ain't been taking this already. Our souls linked the strongest.
And look out,
I was ignorant for a second just because you gave me some love and attention that we went together.
I got you, my fault.
I was geeking.
All right, yeah. Go ahead. What you saying?
I said the voice that you hear on there when the song first comes on is an artist that that's with All in House named Sage Shalene. She'll be coming out in the fall, so be on the lookout.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
A little
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Man, when I hear these records, man, that y'all crafted, it's just this kind of unique sounds. Hey, shout out to another All In House member in the building, in the mix, in the building. We got Durag hitting the chat.
What did Durag? That's Durag did it right there. You feel me?
Did it.
Please look his page up. His content coming out every day from Durag. He's gonna bless you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
And let him know. Incessant.
All the arrangements go crazy. That's mixed ancestry right there. Yes.
Sir. Okay. Incessant grind from my man Durag out here, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Check him out on the arrangement tip. All right, but yeah, like I was saying, with this, this thing, man, this mud was made for us. It really gives me like Gil Scott Heron vibes. I never really felt this, synergy between a band and poet. Aside from that, I don't know. That's not even a question, yo. I'm just telling you that shit was crazy. Yeah.
No, I definitely appreciate it because in my early years of college, I was listening to Gil Scott Heron
word.
Every day. That's actually how I learned how to play bass because his records were the easiest to play bass to. So I would just bump Gil and just play bass and until I got it, you know.
Sure.
And that's actually really powerful. I appreciate that. That's
amazing, man. Of course. All right. So You know, we know you from working with a lot. Oh, actually, one more question before we move on from the Mo was waiting for us. You
Yeah.
know, this record came out at a very pivotal and important time.
Yeah.
You know, in the civil rights movement, they're just going crazy. Obviously, across the entire nation.
Yeah.
And definitely from Baltimore. You know, we have a special a piece that we play in that civil rights movement with the death of Freddie Gray, right? So
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, how'd you feel about, you know, being a part of something that it's a little bit bigger than music, right? It's more of like
Yeah.
a cultural piece, a cultural evaluation of where we're at. Speak on that a little bit.
I think that's the only reason to even be an artist.
Hey, I'm
You
going.
know what I
I'm
mean?
out.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. You feel me? Like if you're not going to use your art to say anything, if you're not going to use your art to stand for anything, then it's no point doing it, man.
Exactly.
It's no point doing it.
Exactly.
It's no point doing it. Like we all have to use our voices to make sure that the least of us are heard.
For sure.
And
for
when
sure.
we make sure the least of us are heard, then we are truly artists.
Wow.
You know, because we're speaking on where the times are. We're time capsules, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's
And you
real.
have to
That's real.
also recognize that because you live in a society that is so affluent, that you have the ability to even be able to create. Like if the society wasn't so as far along as it was, artists wouldn't even be a thing. We all be sitting out here being gatherers and hunters or whatever we need to be. But because things have advanced so far, we're able to be able to speak on the nuance of society.
Wow.
So it's like, if you're going to waste that chance after everybody laid their life out for you,
That's strong.
Big facts. Yeah, that's
you
on
know,
you,
it's
man.
like,
You
why?
messing up. Yeah, big facts.
Yeah, don't waste that chance, man. Like if you got, you know, we got freedom of speech in this country and everything. Like if you have the ability to say what's on your heart, say it, man.
Right.
Say it.
You got the
Seriously.
platform, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got the platform. Say whatever you have to say. Say it however you need to say it, and
Don't compromise.
you take that. Yeah, don't compromise. Take that blowback how you take it, and keep pushing.
Cool.
And even on a personal level, what does it take for you to get in that space to be able to serve and present your gift as an addition and add value to the space? Like, what does it take for you to get into that mindset internally?
Oh man, you gotta love yourself, man.
Woo.
Seriously,
Woo.
seriously. I'll even be real transparent because I mean, you guys are the homies. Only Sound is the homies. When I first started producing, I didn't hop right into like trap music or rap style music and everything. I was doing R&B and stuff like, I was just doing stuff that sounded like me. And for the longest time, it was hard for me to accept that. You know what I mean?
Word.
So the more that you learn how to love yourself and learn how you love, like how you come across, because music is a communication, how you love how you communicate, and the more it'll resonate with others. That's what I've learned. And when you truly love yourself and when you truly love the way you sound and you truly accept the way you sound and you start to work in that deeper, then people will accept you for you.
Yup. And if they don't, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. And then that leads into you being able to be a voice for your community, because only a person that's being totally real with themselves can even speak for the community. You can't speak for the community if you over here pandering, doing monkey dances and shit for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I got a bop so I can get on. You know, you don't got to do none of that shit. If you make a lane for yourself and you're talented, talent will make room for you.
Hey, for sure.
That's real.
Seriously.
Yes, sir. Hey, I dig that one. What's up, B? How you feeling, man? You got
man? I'm just.
What you want to know? What you don't know?
The thing with Brian is, you know, like we've known Brian. What's going on, man? I can't even count the years at this point. Countless.
Yeah, for real. I remember shaking your hand the first time, man. I remember, yo.
But it's crazy, man. I just want to speak even on your evolution since we've met as an artist, as a producer, because even in what you're doing, you know, you may not always be on the beat, you know, vocalizing yourself, but you're definitely very much an artist in what you do, like you're painting canvases and all. And just to see that evolution over time, different instruments. When we met, I saw you on sax primarily.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like seeing that change. Oh man, like, oh, he's got the push. That goes crazy. But then like we spoke on that night where we sat down, and, you know, I forget where we coming from, sat down, worked in Ableton for hours and just see certain things And
We put real work
that
in.
night, I saw a spark like click, and ever
Mm-hmm.
since then,
Sir.
man, the work that you've been doing with Chan or the work that you've been doing with Konwani, it's like the sound. I was just like, yo, it's gone. The value, the production value has gone up so much in such a short amount of time that it's like, okay, that's been the last 3 years. That's been the last 4 years. Looking 4 years from now, 3 years from now, what are you looking to see, hopefully, from your personal evolution, your personal growth, as well as your music career?
Man, I'm gonna keep it a whole stack with you, honestly, man. From like in the next 4 to 5 years, man, I would like to get deeper into the love of music. I want to be more of a staple in my community. I want to be more forth. Like, I just want to give more of myself as an artist.
Gotcha.
I want to be able to give more of the beats away. I want to be able to give more to the artists I work with. I just want to be more of a fountain that people can come to. Because when I was coming up, I mean, the guys that gave to me just gave so selflessly that I have to pass that on to the people that's coming behind me. You dig what I'm saying? Because that's the reason that I even got to the level that I'm at, is because so many of the homies in my community, so many people that I've met, being able to go to the sheds and everything like that led to me becoming better. And if I can lead to others becoming better, then that's what it's about for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Hey, we like that, man. Hey, shout out to a couple more homies in the chat. We got Joel D13. Somebody said don't let Brian talk too much. He gonna bring out the conspiracy theory.
Hey, they know about me. They know about me.
Yeah, bro. They know about you. All right, so we got big love to Zach Jaburi. That's my tour homie. That's my brother right there from another.
What it do? What it do?
Shout out to you in the chat.
Big
we appreciate you. Saxo back in here talking shit. What's good, Sax?
Man, I appreciate all the people that stopped by showing love, man. Y'all don't know what it means, man.
You already know, man. You already
know,
bro.
it's everything.
It's everything.
It's everything.
All right, so let's get back into the nits and grits of it, big dog, man. All right, when you're producing, man, who are you listening to when you're hearing as a reference, man? Who are you thinking, oh, man, their kick right there, I got to bite that right there. That snare, whose snares are cracking, you know, whose chords, whose bass lines, everything, bro. I need the whole gamut, my man.
Keep it a stat.
Man, you saying who am I? Who's the influence, right?
Yeah, or not necessarily influence, but mix. It's John. That's that. All right, sorry.
Whoa, what did you, John? What it do?
It was good, bro. But not necessarily the musical influence, but I guess the mix, you know, engineering influence. Yeah.
Who would I have to say right now? Like, and just to keep it on, like, I'm mostly gonna be on the production side because definitely I send my tracks to I know Mr. John E to mix them down.
Yes, sir.
But
man, he's in the chat. Man. Shout out.
Yeah, big blessings, big blessings.
A lot of niggas be lost out here without John.
Hey, look, hey. Woo.
Hey, shout out to John, man.
But like influences, like guys, like I'm gonna have to say my most favorite influence is definitely Kanye, just because of how he reinvents himself.
Wow.
Every time he drops a new album.
Wow.
I love deep cuts. I love music that's not the single. You know what I mean? I love, you know what I mean? I that's just who I am personally. I love all of that stuff. So like when I'm hearing that, like I love Pharrell, deep cuts of Pharrell, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a fresh pair of panties on Snoop Dogg's old album, or you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, where it's just such a deep cut, where it's like, oh man, like, you know, they didn't think that was gonna be a single, but them niggas knew that shit was hard.
They knew it was heat.
And they couldn't leave it off the tape. You feel me? Because like, you know, just because the label telling you something, it was like, oh no, we gotta drop this. Like, and you know, I can't forget Jake One.
Wow.
Jake One.
Wow. That's a deep cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jake One is because I love sample producing. I love it.
Yes, sir.
I love it. And he's one of the top.
Got you. Oh yeah, for sure.
If not the top of the game. Monte Booker. I love Monte Booker's arrangements. One of the best arrangers in the game when it comes to beats and just placement of moving your beat to the next level, like just having it be ear candy the whole way. that's an important thing when you're making beats is keeping people's ears
important. Yeah, so
interested.
important.
And Monte Booker is is a true master at that.
For sure.
Knowledge.
Okay.
And that's one you're gonna have to search for. I'm not sure what his name is right now. He changes it a lot. He changes it a lot. He's on SoundCloud. He's on Twitter. But he flips anything he wants to.
For sure.
He doesn't care what your song sounded like before he touched it.
It's the knowledge song now, right?
Yeah. It's knowledge song now, and he's done some things with oh man, what's his name? Anderson .Paak.
Oh yeah,
that's been really great.
No worry shit, yes sir.
Yeah, the No Worry. He actually has a song. What was the song that he had with Anderson .Paak that Flying Lotus was doing too? Oh man, y'all know that song. Y'all know that.
I'm sure we heard it.
Yeah, I'll send it to you later. I wasn't even prepared for, but that songs like that changed my life. Flying Lotus has changed my life.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not sure who Outkast producers were because like I didn't get deep into it. I'm sorry. The Dungeon Family, I love them. I love them. The Soul Aquarians, I love them. Like it's just and I remember Bradley said something a long time ago when I met him when he was talking about his sound and he was talking about how he has a place that exists outside of himself that he's always trying to search for. You know what I mean? Yeah. That he's always trying to get his like it's a like a fun land, like a Disneyland almost. I'm paraphrasing it because it's been a while ago, but like a Disneyland almost. But it's like it's Zonyland. You know what I mean? And he knows in his head he knows exactly what Zonyland sounds like, and he always is aiming to craft that sound. And it's like I love producers that do that take you to their universe, that take you and make you a part of them. And that's what I'm trying to do as a producer every day is make you a part of my universe and me and my homies' universe.
Word. Love it, bro. For sure. All right, man. What you doing? I was gonna say,
we doing the shootout?
We can get to the shootout, man. We started a little behind, man. Fucking gerbils, man. I'm gonna get the exterminator for them niggas, but yo,
definitely gotta get them exterminators on point. God damn it.
That little BB gun out here.
Yo,
you gotta get them gerbils the hell out of here.
So, how are you staying productive in the quarantine, my man? So, as a producer and also just an instrumentalist that's just kind of regularly, regularly gigging and on the forefront of this thing, man.
Yeah.
How has it kind of shifted, and what like pivots and moves are you thinking that you've been making to stay productive and just stay inspired?
Man, I really been trying to just hone into practicing, man. Like, again, I hate to take it back to Kanye West, you know what I'm saying? Because I know he's real controversial right now. He said some crazy shit the other day. I know he did. He said some real wild shit the other day, but y'all work with him. He has issues because he's an artist. You feel me? Work with him. The Lord will touch his heart. But the other thing is like, just staying like y'all heard when Kanye said, yo, you don't know what it's like to lock yourself into a bedroom doing beats for 3 summers. Like the thing behind this is hours and time on the clock. You feel me? You got to keep making stuff. You have to make stuff even when you don't feel like it. You got to make stuff and don't try to control what comes out. Just make stuff because you really genuinely like making music. Like make stuff for yourself. Sometimes I make a beat and now something and I'll bump it for myself. It's not for y'all. You know what I mean? Like I just want to bump because I love making, you know what I mean? Like and you can be selfish like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, make your music for you first. And then other people are resonate with it. Like when I found that I intrigued my own ear, I found that I intrigued others.
Gotcha.
And that's a big thing right there. Like like and that even ties back. Exactly. That ties back into loving yourself. Love yourself. Love the way you sound. Don't try to be nobody else's producer. Don't try to be Cardo. Don't try to be 40. Don't try to be Zaytoven. Be you. Be you.
Be you. Yes, sir. That's the rainbow right there.
Yeah, be you. Definitely be you.
All right, man. Hey, we're gonna get into a couple more questions, man, but I think it's that time, bro. You gotta play something funky for the people, man. We're talking about obviously we heard that, what you can go ahead and get your get something pulled
Yeah,
up
I got.
for us. But
Yeah, definitely got some for you.
yeah, you know, obviously we know what you're doing with Kondwani FIDEL and
Yeah.
that lane, but you know that's a very specific lane. So let's
Mm.
go ahead and give the people a little some of a little different element. Let me turn this a little house music down. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get you right, bro. Dig what I'm saying?
All right.
Right, yeah. Go ahead and rock that shit, bro.
I got you. Let me know if y'all make sure y'all can hear it and everything. This right here is a unreleased track from Chan. It's a flip of Roy Ayers what's the name of it? My Life. It's a flip of Roy Ayers' My Life.
Okay. Shout out to Chan. Shout out to Chan.
Shout out
friend
to
of the
Chan.
show.
Shout out to Chan.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, drop that shit.
Y'all can hear that?
Yeah.
Coming through good. Everybody love the sunshine.
Yes, sir. Hey, I like long intros, and I know a lot of people don't, but I like to feel it before I get into it.
We here. We got to zone
For
it out.
real.
You already
This
know.
the roll up.
Let's
This
go.
The roll
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, roll up. That's what I'm saying.
Hey. My boy too sultry with it.
Look into my
Yeah.
Just begging for it. You need it.
life can be only what you make it. And when you feel down, need to never fake it. And say what's on your mind. In time, you'll find that all the negative energy, it will all
Yeah. We ain't dropped no kicks till 140.
you'll be at peace with yourself. You won't really need no one
Yeah.
except for the man above. 'Cause he'll give
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. That's
That's all he's giving us. That's all he's going to
that's
do.
hey man. That's
Shit.
coming out soon, man. That's coming out
That's all we
soon.
get. That's all we get.
I want to applaud you
Wait.
for making such a vibe with literally, like you were talking earlier, how you could
Yeah.
take 5 elements,
Yup.
bruh.
Man, that
You know
joint
how
sauce.
much, you know how many other sounds most people would have to like add into
Yeah, you
the
don't-
joint to get that
you-
bounce to
Yeah.
But
You don't need that.
minimalism, less is more. And
Yeah.
it just
Music is-
element spoke for itself.
Exactly. Music is a principal thing.
Hey.
And you always got to take it to its most basic level. If you don't have it at the basic level, then you won't have it at a high one.
Woo.
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you're putting a whole bunch of instruments on it. Doesn't matter if you got a crazy clean mix. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck with you. It's guys that have terrible mixes that I love.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
The feeling
Like you,
man. The feeling there.
yeah. Like I it's some songs with horrible mixes that I'll bang it all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it feels good. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
that's what you got to get to, making it feel good.
I know we
So
talking about horrible mixes, but John said that mix sound good, bro. So you just can't.
Wait. I can't see the Twitch. John said that?
Yeah. John
Oh,
said it,
man.
bro.
Hey, tell John he got me smiling. Yeah, he got me smiling on that one. Because John steps in. You know he steps in and gets that.
That's like getting the star from the teacher in class. He'd be like, "Oh, all right, I'm cool
Yeah.
today. I'm good.
Yeah.
Today. Ain't nothing messing
Yeah.
today. We good. You know."
Yeah, because he'll come in dock points. He said, "That's points out. I can't believe he came in there and did. He'll hit me right up after this. I can't believe he played that.
You need
What a
to
fool."
You didn't put your name at the top of the paper.
Oh,
Look at you.
no.
Look at
Oh,
you.
Yep.
no. All right.
So I got another joint.
Let's say, give us something else, bro. Yeah.
I got another joint called 307. Kind of a continuation of Chan's Paradise tape.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm playing some. I'm just gonna be mainly playing things from Chan right now.
All right, let's give him a little bit of a little bit of background on it. So Chan had the Paradise tape. Produced
yes, he did.
Again by was that in All In House as well on that production?
Yes, sir.
All right, yes,
sir.
And so he had a record, really vibey record on that joint called 304, right? So you about to play?
Yes, he did.
307.
Yeah.
Right,
and I even tell you that these things really happened at the time that they happened.
Wow.
Chan loves naming shit exactly on the time that we named it. So it was 3 a.m. when we did this this is at Durag's house. And I want to let everybody know that Durag is on bass. Durag did this one.
Yes,
he was searching through on bass on this one.
He did it.
Yeah, he definitely did this one. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, rock it.
Let's roll it. What?
Yeah.
Talk about something.
Down to the sky.
Yeah.
Let's right down to the sky.
Yeah.
Baby, we don't gotta hide ourselves. Oh, baby, free is free.
Yeah.
Baby, we don't gotta shy away from love. Let's let down all the sky.
Yeah.
Baby, we don't gotta shine ourselves. Oh, baby, free is free. Baby, we don't gotta shy away. Oh, let's let down all the sky.
Yeah, we bringing the old school.
I wanna see your whole soul.
I wanna see your whole soul.
I wanna see your whole soul.
Yeah. See your whole soul.
I wanna see your whole soul.
Yeah. See your whole soul.
I wanna see your whole soul. Let's let down all the sky.
Yeah, just digging in it yourself, you feel me, with the groove.
Let down all the sky.
Hey.
Let down all the sky. Let down all the sky.
Oh man. Ooh. Hey, don't give him no more of that one, bro. Don't give him no more of that one, bro. Hey, you gotta relax. You gotta relax, bro. Don't give him no more of that one. Whoa, shit.
All I'm saying is,
hell no. Oh, hell no.
Yo, grooves matter, yo. Grooves matter.
Let them know, man. Let them know.
Put a groove on your shit. You feel me? And like I told you, I'm not a trap producer, yo.
Hey.
I'm not. Hey, you feel me? I'm not. I'm not what you typically expect when you hear like, oh, I make beats. You feel me?
Yes,
I have to go search for the artist that I fuck with, and that's why I say be yourself.
Yeah.
Don't change up. You'll find people that's for you. Like when Chan fell in my lap, and it was what it needed to be.
Exactly, man. Hey, they
get what I'm saying,
bro. The chat going crazy off of this new joint, bro. They running it up, bro. They running it up on this one, man. So we can't wait till that one come, bro.
Yo, I love everybody in that joint, bro. I appreciate everybody coming out, man. I really do, yo.
Man, that's
I think I got one or two more to drop on y'all.
One or two more. All right, let's go. So let's get into some more questions, and then we'll hit you on the rollout. All right, man. You gonna play?
All right, say less.
All right. Right now, we into the rapid fire round. We want to shout out to everybody for tuning in to the producer series. What is it called?
Yeah, yo.
The recipe producer series. You know what I'm saying?
He said, what?
Who knows?
He said, what's this shit?
It might have a different name.
Everything's Zony, don't matter.
Everything's Zony, don't matter. Everything
we still
all in the
cooking.
house. We all in the house.
Exactly.
Zony is the sound, and we all in the house. So you know what's good. We're going to get into this rapid fire round. And the first question is Ableton versus FL.
Man, I got a special place in my heart for FL because Ableton, because FL is where I started.
Word, for sure.
You feel me? And if you want to start, and if you want to, and FL has my heart because if you want to get some shit jumping off, you can find you, and I'm going to keep it transparent again, you can find you a free version of FL now and get jumping. You can get started quickly.
Hey, man, let them know. That's why we doing this, man.
I got to keep it honest with y'all because that's all I got for this community is love.
Yes, sir.
If you want to get started quickly, throw yourself on FL and just start making stuff because FL allows you to just make mistakes, do it the hard way, throw whatever on something. You got gross beat on it. I love gross beat out of FL. You know what I'm saying? You throw gross beat on your hi-hats on FL, come on now. Can't nobody tell you not to top. Exactly. You get your drum kits coming in and everything. But what I will say is Ableton is just that perfect next step. I'm not saying FL is something that you can master, but I'm saying Ableton is just, to me, so clean and so customizable and so reliable. Just so reliable. Valid. It doesn't get more reliable than Ableton. I love Ableton. I love what they've been able to do for my career personally. I love what they've been able to do for the people who I've introduced to Ableton.
Right.
Ableton was introduced to me by older home. Matter of fact, I put his name out there. 3 Commas introduced me.
Hey, shout out to 3 Commas.
Yeah.
Show. Hopefully we can get my mans in on this.
Definitely got to get 3 Commas on here. When I saw 3 Commas working on Ableton, his workflow is like lightning. It doesn't take any time. It's bink, 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 song over. You feel me? Bink, 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 song over. I've seen him do it. It doesn't take him any time.
Yes, sir.
And when I saw that, I was like, bro, I got to move like that. And he taught me. He showed me because that's what it's about, just showing love for real.
Right. Hey, that's crazy. Hey, shout out to
the homie 3 Commas for real.
We witnessed that blink at the first cook up that we had.
Definitely, exactly.
So we already know, we already hip. Shout out to 3 Commas. You already
definitely
know,
shout out to 3 Commas, the bro.
Yes, sir. Fan of the show or friend of the show. We fans, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? All right. So favorite virtual instrument.
Favorite virtual instrument. Oh man, y'all.
It can only be one.
In the box.
Hip hop sub.
Okay.
Hip hop sub would be my favorite virtual.
Not even Ableton joint.
That's on Ableton. They have his own. They have a bass joint and it's called a hip hop sub, and I love it. And the reason I love it is because I listen to Slum Village religiously, and nothing else can get you to that tone than a nice deep sine. Sometimes you don't need an 808. You just need a deep sine 808. I mean, you need a deep sine like bass, like where it's just
sine wave. You know what I'm saying?
Just like I'm trying to tell you, when that joint hit and then you make it just dip when every time your kick hit, just make it dip a little bit. Oh my God, y'all gotta listen to Slum. If y'all not listening to Slum Village as a producer,
what y'all doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Tell them.
Yeah, you don't know anything if you're not listening to Slum Village. And stop. Stop what you're doing right. Don't stop and go listen to Slum Village. You can come back to this. This is going to be recorded.
Yeah. Exactly.
Come back to this because you need to get in.
Hit pause right now.
Hit pause and make sure you come back, but go listen to Slum.
We'll tap you back in.
Definitely listen to Slum.
All right. Favorite non-virtual instrument, whether it be bass, piece of gear, anything like that.
Favorite non-instrument. Has to be the analog grand piano.
Ooh, wow, okay.
And I know that sounds weird, but just I really like making my songs number bass first and then feeling it out. Like I like having the principle of my song, like it's skeletons, and then we could play it with any type of like sound. You know what I mean? Like once we know the bass line and where the song is going, like chordal wise, it's like, bro, it could be, I could go play it on synth and Dante could be on like his he got a big a Moog machine or whatever. He could play that on there. no matter what it is, as long as we got the key, like the bases of the song, we're good. And I just love finding the bases of my songs on analog piano, like just a baby grand or regular grand. I love that.
For sure.
I really miss playing them since we've been in quarantine. I have not been able to get my hands on a grand piano.
Word. I'm about to say them keys, man. Compared to a goddamn MIDI controller, nigga, different, bro.
Yeah, I love the weight. I love weight. I'm a big proponent of feeling that certain instruments that you use, they have souls, they have lives. I love old instruments. I love instruments. Like my homie passed me down a bass. Durag passed me his old bass when I was learning, and I felt him in it. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? I felt what he had done before. I felt that work that he had laid before. That energy, and that's some of the times that propelled me. You know what I mean? And that's just something that's really important to me.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna put this one for you specifically. Sax or bass?
Man. Oh man. I have to say sax, man.
Sax. Okay.
Yeah, saxophone, yeah. Okay. I love this sax. I love his versatility. Yeah. I love linear instruments because they play chords over time. You know what I mean? It's like they're not even.
What you mean? What you saying?
Like if you ever hear a saxophonist playing fast and it sounds like he's just finger slapping or whatever, it's like
chords out. Yeah,
he's running them chord patterns, and he can't play all the chords at the same time like a keyboardist. Right. But what he's doing is realizing that he has a longer time for it to happen, and he's giving you all of that over a space of time. And I think that's just genius. Like, I just think linear instruments are genius. And I think that anybody that can control and master one is a genius.
Wow.
And that instrument in itself is just genius.
Definitely. All right. SoundCloud versus all DSPs. So SoundCloud versus Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal.
Oh, SoundCloud without a doubt, boy. You can find You know what I'm saying? SoundCloud got some of the newest sounds that you're gonna hear on there. I also shout out to Bandcamp. Bandcamp has some crazy shit on there too.
That's real shit, man.
Bro.
We need to get Bandcamp in here.
Yeah, yo, Bandcamp. Yo, if you're a producer, get your Bandcamp popping. If you have nothing else, get a nice Bandcamp, bro, and just start pushing it, bro. Yeah. People might not fuck with you at first, but they'll fuck with you eventually.
Man, that's crazy too, because Bandcamp came out before all these niggas, bro.
Yeah, Bandcamp was way back. Bandcamp held me down though a long time ago, bro.
My nigga, like, what you mean?
Are crazy.
Yeah.
You go to one dude's page.
Yeah.
All his
you can find new bands. I think I found Hiatus Coyote on Bandcamp. I'm pretty sure I did. Wow. Just a lot of guys are on there, and on SoundCloud you can find anybody that you want. You know, like you can find any sound that you want. You can find any community that you want and make yourself a part of it, because everybody is super like receptive.
Yeah,
so
there's more participation, I think.
I think that I really think, and I'm gonna keep it a whole buck, which I really think the Spotify and the Apple Music thing is just something where artists didn't understand business and they were shammed out of their own thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
just trying to get into, the big thing.
Yeah, like when niggas was selling $10 out the back of their car, they was bagging off. Like if you go sell something for $10 right now, and you do 10 of them, you got $100.
Hey,
if I go do those same 10 streams on Spotify,
you got 3 cents.
Got 50 cents.
You don't even have $1, not even.
You got half a penny, my nigga.
You don't even have $1, bro. Yeah. So it's like they moved the numbers so that we had to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a proponent of someone else controlling the way we do things and the way we interact with fans. I think all of the producers, all of the artists need to start interacting with fans on your own terms.
On your own terms. Speak on
Listen
that.
to Ryan. Listen to guys like Ryan Leslie. See what he's doing. See how he's connecting with his fans. Seeing that he's talking to them directly. Seeing that he's getting their phone number. Seeing that he's treating them like people. What Brent Fayez is doing with his fans and everything like that. Go and do your research. Go and look up what others are doing, because others are going directly to the fans. That's
ain't no middle.
That's the future.
Ain't no gatekeepers, and that's what we trying to be on.
No gatekeepers. You go straight to your fans. You like me, you can come see me.
Exactly,
no middleman.
No middleman.
Yes, sir.
Real shit.
Putting you back on the hot seat, man. Pharrell or Timbo?
Yikes.
Definitely Pharrell. That's not even a question.
Yeah.
Pharrell or Timbo, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm going straight Pharrell.
It's like
I'm
hard,
with you.
but not that
I'm with
hard.
you.
Like,
I'm with you.
yeah.
Yo, I'm not even gonna hold you. It's I know people are gonna feel the way they feel, but I have to be me.
Yeah.
I'm not. Pharrell is where it's at.
Yeah, it's just a different wave. Like,
Yeah, you just have to feel it. You just have to know what it is. I mean, like, come on,
no doubt, no doubt.
like y'all, like, come on.
All right. The next we got next. All right, Metro Boom. Our last interviewee basically dubbed both of these niggas. So
Bruh,
we're gonna see how you feel about it.
Quick.
Yeah, real quick. Like,
Yo, don't dub Metro, yo.
oh,
Stop.
Metro,
Yo.
Mike Will, how you feel?
Ooh, whoa.
Now it's tricky. Right.
Metro or Mike Will.
Yeah.
Oh. Metro got this slight edge. And I'm gonna tell you why. I know everybody hears those kick drum drops that Metro does, where he does them back to back. They're quarter notes, but he sets them in a certain way. Like they boom, boom, like that little drop. Just go listen to Metro. That drop that he does. I you know what I'm saying? I'm still working on my music theory. So like where he sets those kick drums, wherever he sets them on whatever beat it is, but they're quarter notes back to back. They're like boom, boom. Yo, nobody else was doing that. Nobody else was doing that.
Valid.
And when he started doing that, he changed all of trap music.
That bounce is crazy, bro.
That bounce is crazy. To this day, Future uses that bounce. Gucci uses that bounce. Roddy Ricch uses that bounce. Everybody that I can name right now, Drake using that bounce.
Right.
Most of the producers have now took that bounce into their own. Some of the people watching this use that bounce. Like Metro really, he was a trailblazer for that. Like setting your own sound and being yourself, even in a place where everybody's biting and things. Like trap is a place where everybody sounds kind of like each other, but Metro stands out, bro. But Mike Will is tough.
Yeah.
He's super tough. I cannot erase his work that he's done. He's super tough. The things he's done with Jeremiah has been crazy. Like even his R&B work has been super crazy. But Metro just has set his own lane. And I got to give that the more respect is when you set your own lane, and
for sure.
Now niggas is biting.
I think one dope thing I like about Metro is that even not being in like the Soulection or the Kate or Not a lane, he still established himself. Metro the producer, right? You know what I'm saying? He established himself as an artist. Again, even like outside of like the SoundCloud, Kate or Not, a Soulection shit, right? So gotta be commended. Yeah,
you gotta commend him. And I mean Mike Will has too. Mike Will.
Valid.
Yeah. I don't want to don't get it twisted. Mike Will is beast.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He's just not Metro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I listen to some Metro joints now, and I just know it's him, yo. I just know it's him when I'm like, yo, that's Metro.
Right. All right.
Just like I know it, just like when I know when Pharrell touches something. I know when Timbaland touches something, but I know when Pharrell has touched something.
Exactly. You know what it is.
I know when, the quarter note starts in the beginning. I've heard Señorita on with Justin Timberlake vibes. Come on, yo,
or the drop, the Neptune's drop, yo.
Yo, even the songs that he did with NERD when, you know what I'm saying, Running Away from the Sun.
Yes, sir.
What's that other joint? He had Run Away from the Sun and something else that just was Run to the Sun. That was my joint back in the day. Yeah. Oh, and Such a Wonderful World where they had the whistle in it. Yeah, Wonderful Place. Come on. You here to make people feel something they wouldn't normally.
Hey, all right, we're gonna interject one question from the chat, because the chat going crazy right now. We got John asking, who's your favorite mix engineer not named John? You saying not named John? Yeah.
John know the answer to that. That's Mixed by Ali, yo.
Hey,
that's the next favorite. If it's not Mixed by the Elder himself, it's Ali. And then after that is 40.
Okay. I was gonna say, what do you like about Ali? Because I know there's a couple things that I like. What are you feeling about Ali that sets him apart? Because that's definitely one of my go-to in terms of hip hop rap references.
Yeah,
that's the nigga.
Ali knows what everything is supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He knows what everything is supposed to be,
for sure.
and like mixing a song is like putting your stuff away in your room. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, you gotta fold your clothes. You know what I mean? You gotta put your shit in your closet. You gotta wipe your desk off, my guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do what the fuck you supposed to do. And that man, Mixed by Ali, gets out of the fucking way of these artists, and he just puts the shit where they need to be at. You get what I'm saying? When he touches thug shit, come on,
man.
Like, you know what I mean? But then you could even take it to 40, and I love 40 because 40, while not just only putting things away, 40 went and carved out a whole lane for himself on a mixing tip.
Wow,
you know what I mean?
For sure,
like,
for sure.
like even the things.
Go ahead.
Even the things like we all remember Fetty Wap's joint he dropped with Drake, and 40 did a whole flip on the beat when that came in, because y'all don't realize that the engineer gets to rearrange things. He gets to put things where they need to be. He gets to get that final say on the end of the track, and that's such an important place. That's like being a point guard on a basketball team. He's facilitating, and if you're not a good facilitator, then we don't need you.
We don't need you. Yes sir.
You know what I mean? We just don't need you. We don't need to be there, because that's a big job, and a lot of people are dependent on you.
Yeah, man. BRYN.BEATS dropping the gems on the recipe tonight. Let's see. Yeah. We got
shout out to the elder for that great question.
Hey, yes sir. All right, we got some. It's funny, somebody mentioned James Blake and Moses Sumney in the chat right now, so I'm gonna get to my next little verses.
Metro,
James Blake is dope.
Oh yeah. Okay, so here we go. The next little rapid fire. James Blake or Toro Imoy? Vibe Masters.
That's hard.
Vibe Masters.
That one.
James Blake.
All right, yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
You couldn't go
That's
wrong
tough.
with
I don't know where I'm going with that one. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know where I'm going
James
with
Blake.
That's
James
just a
Blake.
preference,
Yeah, that was just a different. I was just picking colored shirts at that point, green or blue. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Green or blue. That's all that was.
I feel you. All right, Flying Lotus, K Tronada.
Y'all are wild.
Yeah, we wildin'. We going.
Yeah, y'all are wilding.
coming straight like that.
I'm gonna say Flying Lotus because he's a genius. Just the things that he does sound wise, like some Flying Lotus songs have made me actually uncomfortable, like to listen to. Like they felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt like
crawling on my skin.
Yeah, like it's just hard. And the fact that I even felt that through just the instrumental was crazy to me. So I got to give it to Flying Lotus, even though K Tronada gives you that bounce. K Tronada is like that thing that is that like K Tronada you would play like if I had like a big mix, you know what I'm saying? Like I was mixing for somebody and I wanted to drop something in and it was a big crowd and I had to get them pumped and I, you know what I'm saying? I dropped some K Tronada and then I'm just like reaching out to the crowd, like pointing at, you know what I'm saying? Pointing at niggas and shit. Like, yeah, you know what's the fuck is up. I'm playing that. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact if I drop Flying Lotus in the middle of a crowd, they wouldn't even know what to do with them.
Right.
Yeah.
You
know what I'm saying?
This hip like cranking their neck and shit in the crowd.
Yeah, they would be like, "Oh, you niggas are stupid. I don't know what this is." Yeah, exactly, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, exactly.
But like other than that, yo. Flying Lotus is ridiculous, man.
OG.
Flying Lotus is ridiculous.
The alt producer, you know, OG, you know, just innovative. From
the things he's done on Adult Swim, the video work that he's done, it's just been crazy. Like the dog, like bro has the craziest sound, bar none.
For sure.
Bar none.
I got the Zony Live technicians yelling at me, telling me it's 9:20. We're supposed to be done at 9 o'clock, but this is our platform, so we go to when the fuck we want to, you know what I mean? So we're going to keep it going.
Hey, turn up.
We got, all right, the next one, Sango, Monte Booker.
Oh.
No, we didn't.
Ooh. Y'all are wildin'. Y'all are really saying niggas that's standing beside each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, I'm going to have to go with Monte because Monte is ridiculous. Monte is such a machine. Monte doesn't stop. Monte got a beat right now. I bet you during this chat, Monte has dropped something.
Yeah.
He's dropped something on his shit right now.
Prolific.
Monte is such a really Sango is a machine too, but Monte just got that man, like that bounce is crazy, like that feel is crazy on it. Like he used anything. Monte will use anything that's there. he'll use it and he'll just put it in a beat. It could be just his sync that morning. Like, you know what I mean? Like he'll take his sync and put it in chords and just get disgusting. Like Monte is crazy. Like he's one of my all-time favorites.
For sure. Very, very innovative.
Yeah.
Very innovative. All right.
What we got?
Kenny Beats, Pierre Moore. Who you rocking with?
I'm gonna have to say Kenny Beats because I'm not really hip about Pierre Moore, but I do know Kenny Beats' work, and he's solid.
Yeah, for sure.
He's solid.
For sure.
He's solid.
Let's see. We got London on a Track versus Mustard. I'm going to say this at the Metro joint.
Now, y'all know this one is a split decision, and I'm going to say equal.
Oh.
And I'm going to tell you equal because the fact that Mustard dropped something called a perfect 10, and it was.
Yeah. Wow.
And it was.
Wow.
It was a perfect 10. He even had the Nipsey at the end because we all seeing what's happening with Pop Smoke album, and we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying? We're not even going to talk about it. But when Dummy dropped perfect 10 and then it was the perfect 10, like come on, like was you not bumping the Roddy Ricch that came out on that? Was you not bumping the Nipsey that came out on that? Was you not I ran through the whole track. I loved everything. And then London on the track, are we not going to talk about what he's done with Summer Walker? That's the epitome of being a producer. That man came from trap. He does some R&B, but then he was able to take her and they were able to synergize his sound and bring it together and make it really cohesive and make it really, really good. And they brought that girl into stardom.
Yeah, for sure.
Point blank, period. So both of them, in my opinion, are just here. You know what I mean? Because London is doing his damn thing.
Right. I think
and then Mustard just can't be stopped. I would say that Mustard has the edge with being a DJ.
Okay. I definitely like Mustard's maybe like public progression because maybe he always had the chops, but I think bro came from to like crazy
of like 3 keys
crazy musical stuff.
Yeah, but y'all know who y'all forgetting to mention. And this
who we got?
Y'all are forgetting my boy, and now his name is trying to slip me out. Oh my god, no.
New guy.
Y'all know my boy. No, and out in LA, my hit boy. That's who Mustard been hanging out with. That's who's Mustard been hanging out with, and that's why he's super tough. Because that boy Hit Boy is the top of the league. Like,
valid.
If we're talking about this as the NBA, Hit Boy is LeBron right now. He's LeBron. Hit Boy has the. I'm getting looks in my room right now, but I know what the fuck I'm saying. Hit Boy is that nigga.
Yes, sir. I like the I'm a fan of the half a mil shit with Dom.
Yeah.
Kitty,
Did y'all listen to HS87?
No.
With Cuddy on that? Go listen to Hit Boy and listen to the way he arranges his songs, and y'all understand exactly why I'm saying why he is the best. When you talk about ear candy, when you talk about keeping people intrigued with who you are, when you talking about making something out of nothing, it's him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't realize that he was on Watch the Throne with Kanye. Y'all don't realize that Hit Boy has been in everything that you love.
He got the credit.
Hit Boy been in everything that you love. You got to put respect on it.
Facts. Valid.
Niggas in Paris back 14 times.
Hey,
come on.
That's your sound.
It ain't just
come
the bars
on.
On
that
it.
ain't by
just
accident.
The bars on it.
That's not by accident.
All right, hey man, I'm all rapid fired out.
Yeah,
the clip is empty, man.
Look, I'm trying to hear some more of this crank on the way out, man.
Hey, we need some more juice. I want to say one more time, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat that fell through. But
shout out to everybody that came through. I appreciate y'all niggas for real, man.
Thank you. Showing love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this was fun, man.
Yes, sir. So once again, man, shout out to BRYN.BEATS of All In House, man. Like I said, man, we just want to thank you once again for following through.
Yes,
keep doing the dope ass shit that you do, and we will keep supporting that shit as you already know, my G.
Thank you. That means everything, man. Shout out to my team, All In House, because without them, none of it was possible.
Yes,
shout out to Johnny. Shout out to Durag. Shout out to my boy Swervy.
Yes,
everybody that's on the team making it happen. I really appreciate y'all niggas because I wouldn't be here without y'all niggas, man. Shout out to Chan. Shout out to my boy Timmy B. Everybody, man. That's my whole squad.
Yes, sir.
And my boy Ashton, you feel me?
Yes,
shout out to everybody, and especially big shout out to Zoni Sound for inviting me out. Both of y'all niggas is niggas that I love, and I love to hear y'all work. So it's an honor that y'all are even interviewing me, because you know. I would, you know, if we were just chilling around, I'd be asking y'all niggas all the questions.
Hey, we appreciate that. We appreciate that, man. So exactly, man. And you already know this is just a start, man. The start of the things that we're gonna be putting together with Zony Sound and all in house. So we just want to let the people know that. Hey, man. Before we get up out of here, play us something funky for the people, man.
I got you with one more. It's called Yang for real.
Yang.
My boy John E. My boy John E put this one together after I made the beat, and me and Chan broke this down and everything, made all our parts and everying. My boy John E went on and sat down with the arrangements. So here you go.
All right, hold on. Before we burn them up. This has been The Recipe, episode 2.
Yes.
This has been
Recipe.
BRYN.BEATS. Recipe. You know the cook up. You know the recipe.
Yes, sir.
BRYN.BEATS. Follow him at BRYN.BEATS. Yep. IG is on the motherfucking screen. You can't miss it.
You can't.
No A on the Bryan. You know it.
Hey,
exactly.
This is my brother.
Because that's in the ancestry. You feel me?
Hey.
Yeah, y'all. You gotta pick up on it.
Yes, sir. This is my brother Briley Harris.
Yes, sir.
My name is Neon June. We are Zony Sound. And we out this joint. Bryan, play that funky shit, bro. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Baby, I can be. You know they still dragging on the floor. Precious sauce, they're genetically. Yeah, my son gon' be a king all on his own. He started 10 steps ahead of me. Baby girl struck like a queen, gon' take your throne. I promise she gon' get this bread with me. Go 100 miles per hour in the zone. And I just need someone to steady me. And you know this ain't for stunt, this ain't for show. My mama put a decent head on me. And this ain't just for one night, I need to know. Might change your life. 'Cause I won't change my life. Baby, I can be your Sunday, be your weekend, be your strength source, be your weakness, be your good time. Baby, we can, yeah. Baby, when you're lonely, you can be me. Baby, call me, I'll come speed in. You want me, you can reach me, yeah. I can be your Sunday, I can. I can be your strength source, God, yeah. And I can be your weakness, I can.